Am I the a-hole for banning myself from babysitting after she put breast milk in my child's ears? I have a 7-year-old daughter, Rose. Rose is prone to ear infections. She had a double ear infection recently and couldn't go to school on Friday because she had a low-grade fever. I had to go to work and couldn't get a babysitter, so my sil offered to keep her for me. Everything seemed to go well until I picked Rose up and my sil told me she had put breast milk, she has a 12-week-old, in Rose's ears to help with the ear infection. She even offered to send some home in a dropper bottle so I can keep giving it to her. She claims it's a great remedy and that Rose was already starting to feel better. I couldn't believe that she did this to my child without asking. I yelled at her for it, we argued, and I told her she will no longer be able to babysit/be around Rose unsupervised. Now Rose is upset that she can't go to her auntie's house anymore, and my brother called me to say that I upset his wife. She was just trying to help, and that I overreacted. This is a woman putting her bodily fluids in my child's ear. I think I have a right to be upset. It seems that everyone is against me on this, so I wanted to know if I was the asshole for banning her from babysitting or being near Rose unsupervised. Am I the a-hole for telling my girlfriend that I get to decide who lives in my house? My girlfriend Alice, 34F, and I, 34M, have been together for a while now. Although we are not married, we live in my house. We were discussing marriage options, though. The issue is, as my parents are getting older and I had recently moved to the USA, I wanted them to remain together with me, and so did they. I offered to bring them here, and they were agreeable to the idea. But I did not want to leave them alone or to just get a house for them like that, so I asked them to live with me. When Alice heard about it, she was against the idea. She said that I can't just invite someone else to live with us, and I told her that it was not just someone else and that we are talking about my parents. She said that she does not want that, and asked me why I'm even doing it. I told her, well, they are my parents, and I want to look after them. I am not asking you to do that either. She protested by saying that I am valuing my parents more than her and asked me to just get them to an old age home or something. I lost my temper at that and told her to mind her own business, and that it's against my values to just abandon my parents once they get old. It resulted into a full-blown argument, and in the end I told her I get to dictate who lives in my house, so don't interfere in my affairs. She's now sour with me and is not talking to me, but I wonder whether I did anything wrong. Am I the a-hole for telling my sister to not come back to my home because of her unruly children? Hi everyone. Yesterday was my birthday. My sister came in from New York to spend the weekend with me and brought her kids along. I'm not big on birthdays, but I figured I'd do something small and at least spend time with my family. My sister arrived Friday night with the intention of spending the weekend. I live on the 3rd floor. Her kids woke up at 6 a.m. Sat morning, and were running in my small 3-bed apartment. She also has 2 teenagers who left my bathroom messy and out of order. They were also leaving lights on, turning on the heat without notifying me, running up the light and electric bill. I gently pointed these things out to her and told her that we're on the 3rd floor and out of respect for the neighbors downstairs should try to keep things quiet. I should point out that I have no kids and enjoy this aspect about my life. I don't hate kids and enjoy being around the children in my family, but I do get annoyed when kids are unruly and disrespectful, related or not. Anyways, she packed her things and made it seem like we were all good. Said she was staying at my other sister's house and coming back the following day so that we can celebrate my b-day on Sunday. She gave me no indication that she was upset about anything I said or did during her time here. The next day I got a measly HBD text and she was a no-show. She did not come to my home and left back to NY for my sister's home. I responded thank you, but then later found out that she was upset that I asked her to control her children while in my home. My mother eventually told me why she was a no-show for my actual birthday the following day, and I texted her and let her know that moving forward, when she comes into town, that she should stay at my sister's. She tried to act like she was unaware about what was going on, but I couldn't really give a shit. The damage is done. Am I the a-hole for getting upset when my partner packs her lunch for the next day before we've even had a chance to eat our dinner? Normally, I'm the one who cooks because I enjoy it and I'm the better cook. When my partner gets home from work, the meal is usually ready or close to ready. She sets the table, it's just us, no kids, and usually she will wash her lunchbox and immediately pack her lunch for TMRW straight from the stove. This is done before we've even had a chance to sit down and eat the meal I've cooked. I don't know why exactly, but this behavior really annoys me. She says it's because she's tired after eating and doesn't want to do it then, but I've pointed out that she can pack her lunch after she has washed the dinner plates and while I am putting the leftovers into Tupperware containers. This has also happened once or twice when we've had guests for dinner. To me, making her lunch plate before anyone else has a chance to eat the food feels like self-serving behavior. She's literally serving herself first. Maybe it's petty, but it bothers me, and when I mentioned it to her, she got defensive and said that I was creating a fake problem. While it's not a big issue, it is an action that makes me feel not good, and she has the ability to change her behavior but refuses to. Am I the a-hole for giving my granddaughter a DNA test? This is about my granddaughter Lindsay. Now Lindsay, 15, has it rough being middle child and she looks different from her siblings. I truly was confused how she had blonde curly hair while the rest of the family has dark hair. I thought genetics was being weird and I love her. The issue came up when Lindsay told me her parents banned her from getting an ancestry test. I told my son and daughter-in-law that there was something fishy around her birth she needs to know. They denied it and told me to leave it alone. Now Lindsay is in high school and she went to her biology teacher. To put it bluntly, the teacher said it was odd for her to have some traits. She came to me distressed asking me to buy a DNA test since she needs to know. Long story short, she is not her mother's kid. My son got someone else pregnant and her bio mom gave her up. This has blown up the family while Lindsay is pissed to being lied to. I am getting a ton of heat for getting her a DNA test. Now they won't talk to me, which is making Lindsay even more mad at them.